You're watching IGN Live at Gamescom. Now, back in February, the hyper-stylish, ass-kicking kung fu action game Sifu hit the scene with the impact of a perfectly timed spin kick, and soon it is getting some brand new content to test your skills even further. Here to tell me all about it is Félix Garczynski from Sloclap Games, and also Theo Caselli?
Yeah.
I remembered it! Welcome to the IGN stage. Let's talk about Sifu. This game's been out for several months now, and you've got new content arriving next week. What do we need to know?
Yeah, so the first big thing, the big feature, is that the player will be able to customize the experience by adding modifiers and cheats. So they will be able to make the game harder, easier, or even maybe a bit fun, with like a zero-G mode where everything starts to float around. So yeah, and the second big element coming with this is the new scoring system. The idea is to be more in touch with what we can find in other beat 'em ups, and really able to precisely evaluate the player and what they're doing. And by scoring with high scores, the player will be able to unlock new modifiers and cheats, so customize their experience.
Okay, so I believe we're looking at some exclusive footage here. Is this, we're looking at modifiers right now?
Yeah. So this one is a bullet time. Just the player by pressing a button can slow down the time and just have the time to appreciate the animations, but also react to the enemies. So it's kind of a fun mode. But yeah, these kind of modifiers, I don't know the others that are on.
Yeah.
This.
I'm not sure neither. I think we'll see as.
Okay, so there is a zero-G mode. You can see the elements just floating around when they're destroyed.
Does zero-G just affect just objects in the environment?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Destructibles and the bodies of your fallen enemies.
Yeah, you can see the enemy just floating around in the pose.
Is there any penalty to activating these modifiers?
So depending on the modifier that you activate, you will not be able to save your progression. So we have modifiers that just make the character invincible. So it's great to learn the game, but you will not be able to progress through the game by using the modifier.
Interesting. So after the update, how are modifiers integrated? Is there just in the menu system? Are they toggle them on or off?
Yeah.
Or?
So when you select the level, you will be able to activate or deactivate modifiers, and you can spend currency earned through the high score and some goals to change the modifier for whatever you want to do in this run.
And we'll actually add extra modifiers with the upcoming updates for the game as well in fall and in winter. And our philosophy here is we've had a lot of requests from players that had finished the game for more content to be able to experience the combat in different situations. And we felt that the story was already complete and that it wouldn't make sense to add an extra level that wouldn't really fit in with the complete game. And so we chose to focus on new features that allowed players to experience the game in different ways and in a different way. And for example, we added the difficulty options earlier this year, which allowed more players to try the game and players that had already finished the game, to actually play it in an even harder difficulty.
Right. And
right now we have the modifiers, the new scoring system, and we'll keep adding more ways to have fun in the Sifu universe.
Has it been fun for you to come up with all these modifiers?
Yeah, absolutely. Like it was, the game is really serious in tone, but in the studio we always have fun. We always try to, try new stuff and have fun with the combat. So putting this modifier in the game allows the player to, feel like us, just having fun in the gym room and playing around.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It reminds me of, games back in the day used to have lots of cheat codes or just codes that would be fun things to play around with. Maybe they break the game a little bit, but it's just fun to experiment, right?
Actually, it's very interesting because our creative director, Jordan Lyony, really thought about GoldenEye when we designed this modifier and shit. He was like, I loved GoldenEye when I was a child, and just trying to, accomplish some goals to unlock the cool cheats, like a big head, like everything. Yeah. And he wanted to give this feeling into the game.
And it sounds like So after the update, it sounds like all the modifiers won't be unlocked at the beginning, is that right? So you'll have to play the game as normal, earn points to unlock your modifiers.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually the new scoring system allows you to save a high score for each level, and some of the in-game content, be it outfits or gameplay modifiers, will be locked behind a condition. For example, reaching a certain score in a specific level, or actually reaching a minimum score in like many levels.
That's very cool. I believe one of the modifiers is one hit basically.
Yeah.
You have one health.
You have both. Like your character get one shot, but you one shot the other. Like you can do some kind of Even or Hell from Devil May Cry, which work the same way. So yeah, you can do that in Sifu now. Like you get one shot, but the enemies get one shot. You can do just very cool. If you want to try a really hard game, or
How many modifiers are we talking about? Just in a ballpark figure, is it like a dozen? Like what?
Maybe 20.
Okay,
I believe
20 in this update, and more coming in the upcoming ones.
Well, that's cool that you are. It's nice that you're updating the game and providing more content. I guess it's also nice to you that you're getting that opportunity, right? Like I think the game is. I hope the game has been a big success for you. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, and I like the game very much. So. How has it been in the months since you released?
Yeah, it's been pretty great. We have had really good reception all over. Lots of players, asking for more actually, because they were pretty much in love with the game, and it felt really good for the team. I mean, everybody at the studio was really engaged and really anxious to know how the game would be received, and it was a really nice ride for all of us.
Well, awesome. When is this update coming to Sifu?
It's coming next week on August 31st.
I look forward to it. Yeah, I look forward to it. The modifiers seem like they're going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming by, the IGN
Thanks.
Thank you for your time.
Sifu is out now on PlayStation and the Epic Game Store. Keep watching IGN Live at Gamescom for more. That rhymed.